showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic and all the memories.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option. The quarterback...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They're on the board first here in the season opener. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finding themselves down 7. It's a running room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. To the air on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like.
He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack.
And I think there's so many guys that think they can outrun guys and make plays, and sometimes you got to realize when a play's over and just get north-south, but QB's trying to outrun guys. The defense does a great job staying exactly where they're supposed to.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He leaves it with his back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Texas A&M going quickly. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year?
Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up 14 over Florida. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got a little space. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires downfield. It's complete. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Going to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Might be changing the route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking for a huge play. He's got it down the left. Running free. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Working that left side now. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. Turning it on. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And his first throw here is incomplete. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, one of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Texas.
Man, that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. He'll start this drive going to the air. Buys a little time with his feet. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete on the right side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Quick strike complete. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Texas A&M going up tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Power football with the run. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got the back in the middle. Running through contact. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point here would tie the game. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed and so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Finley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Wants to fire on second down. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Quarterback got it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Texas! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he'll bring it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Aggies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Creates a little room. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 45 on his way. Breaks into the open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Longhorns just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Hauls it in. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Horns are up, and the eyes of Texas are focused on building the lead against the Aggies.
And the Horns are capturing this momentum. Listen, a lot of angst, a lot of nervousness early in the game, Palmer, but now Texas in this rivalry game taking over.
Yeah, you're right. Hook them right now. They're just enforcing their will in this game. They're the more physical team at this point. Texas A&M, they've got an uphill battle here.
On the move from inside his 5. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Quick handoff. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long.
He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Finds some room. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Once he got some room, it was over.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every... Sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Got special teams.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Rush is on him. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now on second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Using his feet. Turning it on. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
He'll take it himself. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Off to the races. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, deep.
Oh, they block it. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Texas, 56. Texas A&M, 41.
Getting the extra point blocked soured that touchdown drive just a bit, but they'll line up to kick it off. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
41.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Gonna run it. It's Wood. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Texas A&M offense goes back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you...
That's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field, and these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Quickly to the tight end. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Turns it on in midfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He's now over 150 yards receiving, and the Aggies ready to go whoop.
Yeah, ready to go whoop, ready to celebrate. They're excited. And listen, when you can find these playmakers that you feature and you consistently feature, this is when Aggies go nuts.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead, and the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here.
Oh, he's got some space. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback will keep it. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Makes the grab. It's Wood. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out quickly. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggie!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works. Find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Florida. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? He's on the loose. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run?
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.